Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here, and this is going to be an interesting battle because that's an Umbreon and an Alakazam in doubles. I'm guessing Mega Metagross, because Alakazam can still run really well with just items and stuff. So that could be pretty cool right there. And now it's going to be against the Smeargle Talonflame. That's nasty. That's a Dark Void. That's a Brave Bird. That's stuff. But we're going to see if Umbreon and Alakazam can hold up. So yeah, Talonflame not wasting anyone's time. Straight up Brave Bird into the Alakazam. And that is going to be a Focus Sash proc unless it isn't running Focus Sash and it goes down for free. Oh, the opponent getting a dream setup right there. And Talonflame doesn't even lose that much health because Alakazam has no health. Dark Void, boom, going to take out the Umbreon as well. Yeah, the opponent just got the perfect setup. It's Talonflame knocks out what's faster than the Smeargle, and then Smeargle outspeeds everything else. And that's a Dark Void. That'll happen, kids. Now it's on to the Milotic to try to save against the Talonflame. Talonflame decides Brave Bird is the better option. You know what, it's like you're so far ahead, you got so much freeness, just take it. Get the huge damage on Milotic, sacrifice yourself to the Scald. Smeargle keeps going off to do whatever it needs to. And it actually outspeeds Milotic and gets a Dark Void as well. Oh, the nasty spam, the opponent getting the monstrous momentum and sweep right here. So Milotic's asleep, and it doesn't get to do anything. Still asleep, so that means yeah, it's going to do that. But Umbreon gets the curse. So Umbreon, okay, Milotic was asleep, because that was the turn it fell asleep. Umbreon wakes up and at least gets a curse, so it's not taking as much damage from the Talonflame. And it might be able to get like a payback or something onto it, which could be pretty nice. So that's going to be Milotic switching out, actually. If the opponent's Smeargle, like, I think a lot of people are just running Scarf Smeargle right now on that Dark Void in some cases, just to make sure you outspeed everything. And if he's doing that, switching in the Metagross just means you're losing 2 Pokemon to sleep again. So at least that's going to be a really good tank up on the Brave Bird. Free Life Orb damage as well. So Talonflame is going down. Yeah, that's the Scarf Smeargle. Oh, that's another thing. Yeah, you'll see Scarf Smeargle just go for the ultimate setup and it will happen. So that's nasty right there. And then Talonflame is losing all of its health, but making so much ground right there. Effectively knocking out the Milotic and not too much damage on the Metagross. So now we're going to see the Smeargle withdraw. The whole team is asleep. Smeargle's free to leave right now with that Scarf, and then we go into the Gothitelle. Also has Transform. So then it comes back in with that Scarf and goes for the Transform and gets a whole new set of moves. So it gets to do whatever it wants. And that's going to be a Charizard. So Charizard's in, Metagross is out, doesn't want to be asleep and stuff, and Milotic might have something to do with this. Okay. Where's the win condition? Because we already see that, you know, Smeargle's bodying pretty hard. Everyone's asleep. The opponent's just like cleaning up with that Talonflame. Charizard came in to try to respond to the Metagross. Decides to stay in anyways, because you just Mega, you go Charizard Y, you Solar Beam the Milotic, and then you Flamethrower or Heat Wave the Metagross when it comes in. And then whatever Gothitelle wants to do. Gothitelle doesn't really, it's just Helping Hand. Sure, why not? Get the most amounts of absurd damage possible as Charizard actually Heat Waves in the face of the Milotic. But yeah, with that Helping Hand, not enough damage, actually. Wow. Actually, the split was really nice right there. Umbreon doesn't even fall below half. I guess because of the curse, you can go huge special defense tank. And the opponent got a little greedy, so we get the double wake up. Umbreon into the payback with that +1 on the curse after taking damage. I was hoping for so much on that Charizard. I was hoping for much more damage. We just did not get to see it, though. Gothitelle going to use that Helping Hand once again. Ooh, this is where things get interesting. So Charizard actually Solar Beaming, not making that mistake again. It wants the Milotic gone. And we already saw the damage, but that will be enough right there. Super effective, 120 base power, Helping Hand. Umbreon's going to Wish, though, so that's a free turn to heal up on the Umbreon. Either way, the Wish was a good call, so Wish, Protect, Payback, Curse, standard Umbreon set right there. And the Metagross is in, but it's asleep. And it doesn't really get to do much. So now we see the Mega Metagross. That was kind of obvious after looking at the rest of the team. And what does it do? What do we get to do in this situation? Gothitelle's going to Helping Hand. I mean, unless Heat Wave misses, Metagross is going down. And Umbreon, as we've seen, doesn't really have the stats. So there's a Heat Wave. Umbreon's going to avoid it. Well, Umbreon at least gets the free pass on this one. Wish going to heal it back up to full. Metagross going down. So this is actually a pretty solid turn. Umbreon, though, could want more curse or something. Like, if it wasn't asleep the whole game. Payback, a little bit of damage on Charizard, turning it into a 3-hit KO. Wish is going to bring him back up to full. And The opponent's actually switching out the Gothitelle, doesn't decide to boost the damage on this turn. The Heat Wave is actually back up to full damage instead of split damage. Smeargle coming out, and Charizard with the Protect. This is how you play it out. I mean, I'm wondering, I was expecting Umbreon to maybe go for the Wish, so the Wish would have been better. And the Smeargle actually comes in and transforms into the Charizard. So we have the double Charizard threat right there, the Overheat onto Umbreon. That special defense tankiness is solid though. Charizard loses special attack. Smeargle effectively lost its turn from that. And because of that Citrus Berry, we're up. So Umbreon's going to be able to pay back. And that is going to be damage on the Charizard, enough to knock it out. Alright, so it is the Gothitelle. Will prevent switches because the Shadow Tag stuff. Doesn't go into the Talonflame, because Talonflame, yeah, if he uses Brave Bird, he's going to knock himself out onto that curse. That's actually something to consider right there. There's a Helping Hand onto Charizard, and Smeargle, the Smearzard Char thing, goes for its own Overheat. But as we've seen, that's going to be enough to get Umbreon to survive, and it's lowering special attack, so Umbreon gets the Wish on this turn. That's a free Protect. So he's going to gain health, and now Smeargle's doing half damage. And that's another Helping Hand. So, uh-oh. So that was the Umbreon with the Protect right there. There was a bold call, because the opponent could have switched out, gotten like a free switch on that Protect turn, and maybe done something else, and then bring the, then switch back into the Smeargle or something. So there's the withdraw on Smeargle, but now this is going to be on a turn where Umbreon is gaining from that Wish. It might be able to Wish again, it can do whatever it needs to. And it sets up the Magic Coat on that Gothitelle, but Umbreon doesn't have anything else it really wants to do, so there's the commitment with the Curse right there. Speed's going to drop, attack is going to raise, getting more stats, but Talonflame doesn't get to attack. It looks like, Talonflame is going to try to attack. There's the Helping Hand, there's the Brave Bird, so Talonflame's going down to the damage no matter what. And it looks like a purely support Gothitelle, which is actually changing this one around for the Umbreon. I thought this one was absolutely over with the amounts of damage. But things are still staying interesting. So yeah, you know that if Talonflame attacks, it's going down. So you throw out the Wish. Free effective KO right there. Smeargle's back on the field. And he has to transform. That's the state of the game that we're in. Because Gothitelle's using Magic Code, but we've already seen all of the Umbreon's moves. It's not going for any kind of silliness right there. There's a Protect as well. So Smeargle has a transform. I guess you could have anticipated that. You might not want to... Oh, Gothitelle, yeah, it's going to have the Psyshock, so it doesn't get to hit the Dark type that is Umbreon. And then Smeargle decided to just say screw it and copy out the Umbreon for that payback. You know what? I was like, you know what? Scarf Smeargle is absolutely devastating, but in this case, it's not going to work. Oh my goodness, the opponent loses. Like, the opponent has no options right now after that transform because the Psyshock isn't damaged. The Smeargle is locked into that Scarf, so it can only use Payback, but it's going to be faster, so Payback has reduced damage, and that gives Umbreon free curses forever, so then all the copied damage... Wow, I would have never seen this unfolding this way. That is really something else. Like, this is how crazy Pokemon gets. So eventually just chipping away with one of the tankiest Umbreons. Like, this guy has endured so much damage this battle. And just plays it out really well. But yeah, now you curse and you gain infinity amounts of tankiness against the other Smeargle, which didn't have any... Wow. Okay, so yeah, I keep saying wow a lot and cut myself off, but you look at all the other damage on team, you know, Talonflame, Charizard, Y, that's a lot of damage. The Helping Hand boost, nothing should be able to survive that. But once Umbreon did, the opponent ran out of every single option, and he got desperate on the overheats, had to switch out, and then switched into a transform that means nothing. And look at, like, this is, you just keep tapping that curse, you're like, alright, this is my free +6, so I can make sure I can close it out eventually. And Umbreon has no healing. I've never seen this many Helping Hands used in a battle ever before. Smeargle with a payback, you know, you throw out the Wish, you keep it safe. Wish is going to heal up all nice and well. You can pay back for super effective damage on the Gothitelle if that Helping Hand gets too annoying. You're also going to get the boosted damage on the payback from the speedier Umbreon, because actually you're using curses as well. Smeargle is out of moves because Transform only gives you a set amount of moves as well. I've also never seen a Transform Smeargle fall back into running out of moves. There's the super effective payback for the one shot on the Gothitelle. And then Smeargle is going to go down to... Wow. The opponent... This should have been over. Like, there, you look at... Yeah, the opponent just leaves right there. That should not have been a win, but it was. And that is Pokemon, guys. That is... absurd, and I love it. Amazing. Everything got shut down by the Talonflame. Umbreon held in there just long enough, and the opponent's team crumbled. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and I hope you all get ready for the next Fan Fridays. Amazing.